Welcome back to Basketball Convos. It's day 10 of our NBA 2024 offseason recap, and today we're diving deep into the Detroit Pistons. The 23-24 season was a tough one for the Pistons, finishing dead last in the Eastern Conference with just 14 wins. It was a season marred by injuries, inconsistency, and an overall lack of direction. The Pistons were able to earn themselves an infamous record, tying the most consecutive defeats with 28 games. Despite having some promising young talent like Cade Cunningham, Jaden Ivey, Jalen Duren, the team just couldn't find its rhythm. Their struggles weren't just on the offensive end, where they ranked near the bottom of the league, but also defensively, where they often appeared disjointed and outmatched. Monty Williams, the newly hired head coach last offseason, was not able to bring much positive changes to the team. With another playoff-less year in the books, the pressure was on this offseason to make significant changes. The Pistons front office was busy, pulling off a series of moves aimed at both securing their future and bringing in the veteran leadership needed to stabilize this young team. The headliner, of course, is Cade Cunningham securing a massive 5-year, $224 million extension. Detroit sees Cunningham as the cornerstone of this franchise, and locking him down long-term was a no-brainer. While he hasn't reached all-star level of play, his consistency and playmaking ability are the few bright spots for the Pistons last season. They also brought in Tobias Harris on a 2-year, $52 million deal, adding a proven scorer and a veteran presence to the frontcourt. Harris's return to Detroit could be exactly what this team needs to help mentor their young core and provide consistent scoring. Detroit also traded for Tim Hardaway Jr., giving up Grimes, who didn't get much chance last season, bolstering their wing depth with a player who sometimes can shoot the lights out from deep. Detroit is also trying to inject offensive power to the roster, signing Malik Beasley to a 1-year, $6 million deal. His outstanding shooting during the last regular season with the Bucks has earned him some extra money. Simone Fontecchio was another intriguing pickup on a 2-year, $16 million deal. Fontecchio has shown flashes of brilliance with the Jazz and could provide some much-needed perimeter scoring. The Pistons also made an opportunistic signing by claiming Paul Reed off waivers. Reed brings energy, defense, and versatility to the frontcourt, which will be valuable off the bench. The Pistons didn't shy away from adding young talent either, selecting Ron Holland with the 5th overall pick in the draft. Holland is a versatile forward who played with the G League Ignite last season, and his development will be key to Detroit's future success. They also added Bobby Clintman, a 2nd-round pick, and traded for Wendell Moore Jr., adding more depth and potential to their roster. On the coaching front, they brought in J.B. Bickerstaff, the former Cavs coach, on a 5-year deal. Bickerstaff has a reputation for developing young talent and instilling a defensive mindset, exactly what this team needs. He also helped the Cavs stay relevant for several years, though couldn't get to the top of the East. His philosophy on developing young and underachieving team would be invaluable to this Pistons team. The Pistons did see a lot of role players leaving in free agency. James Wiseman signed with the Pacers, Taj Gibson signed with the Hornets, and Malachi Flynn joined the Spurs. Quentin Grimes was traded to Dallas for THJ, and the Pistons also waived Tony Brown Jr. It also looks like the Pistons have no plan bringing back Evan Fournier and Chimezie Metu, among other free agents. Getting the team some new faces might be a turning point for them to change the culture and direction. Looking ahead to the 24-25 season, the Pistons' depth chart has definitely improved. In the starting lineup, we have Cade Cunningham running the point, with Jaden Ivey at shooting guard, Simone Fontecchio at small forward, Tobias Harris at power forward, and Jalen Duren anchoring the center position. This lineup combines youth, athleticism, and the veteran savvy needed to compete in the increasingly tough Eastern Conference. Coming off the bench, the Pistons have some solid options as well. Marcus Sasser and Malik Beasley provide the necessary offensive power of the bench, while Tim Hardaway Jr. and Isaiah Stewart bolster the frontcourt rotation. Paul Reed adds a defensive presence and could be a game-changer with his energy and hustle. And let's not forget about Ausar Thompson and Ron Holland. Ausar Thompson has shown last year that his defense belongs to this league. If he could be more consistent on his catch-and-shoot three, he could be a player to watch. With how stacked the forward position is for the Pistons, it is hard to see Ron Holland getting significant minutes initially. But you never know if the Pistons would ship out one of the few veterans they have in the middle of the season. With a new coach in J.B. Bickerstaff, a revamped roster, and some promising young talent, Detroit is hoping to finally turn the corner. The addition of veteran leadership should help stabilize the team, while the continued development of their young core could push them closer to playoff contention. I can see them reaching the play-in spot next season at around 38 wins. The big question is whether this team can find the consistency and identity they've been searching for. Can the Pistons finally meet their playoff aspirations? Only time will tell, but one thing's for sure, this team looks to be heading in the right direction. The Pistons are a team on the rise, and it'll be exciting to see how they perform in the 24-25 season. What do you think about Detroit's off-season moves? Do you think they've done enough to break their playoff drought? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of our 30-day NBA offseason recap series. Thanks for tuning in. Bye for now.